I am Max from Test Drive Blogs, and today, let's have a look at this 2008 Chevrolet HHR SS. This one's even a little bit special, since it has a factory turbo upgrade kit from GM. This HHR is finished in a gloss black exterior. With a black suede interior. On the door panels, you have your power mirror controls, power window controls, door handle, and power lock controls. Down below there's a little bit of storage and a speaker. So let's take the key. Just have a little key fob with it. And remote start. And let's fire it up. And so let's close the door. And check out the rest of the interior. Starting with the gauge cluster, which is much smaller than you'd expect. Just has a few gauges. Engine temperature on the far left. Speedometer, a tachometer, and your fuel gauge on the far right. This one has 106,000 miles on it. And then it also does have a boost gauge in the A-pillar. On your left stalk you have your light controls as well as turn signals. 3-spoke steering wheel with the SS badge in the middle. Your cruise control on the left side. Audio controls on the right side. Windshield wipers on the right stalk. A little bit of storage up top here. A couple vents down below that. And then below that you have your traction control and the fog lights, which this one, having the package that it does, if you hold the traction control button, you can actually turn on a sort of launch control for the car. In which what that really means is that you can turn that on, and then if you're in drive, you can rev the car up to a certain RPM. It pretty much launches the car from that certain RPM because they know that it's probably best to launch from that RPM to reduce wheel spin and all that. Down below you have your basic GM radio from this era. Simple to use. Presets, power button, all of your CD options. And the screen is fine, it's just the camera's making it kind of spaz out. Down below that you have your climate control. Temperature on the far left. Fan speed in the middle, recirculation or fresh air, and your different zones on the right side with your rear defrost. Rear windshield wiper located down below, next to a lighter. There's a little cubby hole in front of the shifter. The shifter does have a little chrome part on it. It has a 4-speed automatic transmission. Cup holders back behind, with your emergency brake next to them. You have these nice little armrests on the chair itself, which are movable. Automatically dimming rearview mirror with OnStar. Power sunroof controls. And so let's shut it off. Check out the exterior. This HHR has had a few cosmetic upgrades to it, mostly based on badging. The SS features a lower front bumper for kind of a sporty feel with fog lights. Has kind of retro styling, kind of like the PT Cruiser. The tires are 225/45 R18s on alloy wheels with a 10-spoke design. Body colored mirrors. Have very short windows as well. As mentioned before, the thing that really makes this HHR so special is that it has the GM Performance Lnf Turbo Kit. It was available starting in late 2008 and was made for the Pontiac Solstice, Saturn Sky, Chevrolet Cobalt SS, and the HHR SS. It was a $650 option and packed quite the punch. For the HHR, it had 30 horsepower and 55 foot-pounds of torque. The SS features a little spoiler up above the rear window. Have your satellite antenna up above that. Rear window with a windshield wiper. It's got a lower rear bumper with a single exhaust tip. I always like these kind of rounded brake lights. gas cap, just by pushing on it. Which that package also requires you to put in premium fuel instead of normal. Kind of widened fenders. The HHR was introduced for the 2006 model year. It was basically made to compete with the Chrysler PT Cruiser, which had came out about 6 years earlier. One of the more interesting things about the HHR was that you could get it in a panel van of sorts. And a little fun fact, HHR actually stands for Heritage High Roof, since it was made to look kind of retro like the 50s panel vans and whatnot, and it has a very high roof, compared to most other like hatchbacks and whatnot of the same year. 96,000 or so HHRs were sold in 2008. And so let's pop the hood. All HHR SSs came with a 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, which from the factory, without any tuning, made 260 horsepower and 260 foot-pounds of torque. The LNF Turbo Kit basically replaced a few sensors with ones that were allowing more power to run through, as well as up the boost, which results in about 290 horsepower and 315 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot for a car like this. So let's check out the passenger side. They have a little glove box down below with the owner's manual, as well as the OnStar guide. And let's open up the back. You do get a single cup holder back here, as well as a power outlet, and a little pouch in the back of the driver's seat. And up the back, this little button you push right in here, and then pull up. A little bit of storage back here. You can tell where you could have a privacy protector. Little net. Also a little handle to grab to pull this down. So thank you all for watching this video of the 2008 Chevrolet HHR SS. Be sure to check out Charlie's info in the description below, and I'm out of here. See ya.